Kelly Harper is the Director of Customer Experience Learning at BMO Financial Group. She spoke with us at a Strategic Capability Network event in Toronto about employee engagement and customer experience. How important is employee engagement in shaping the customer experience?
So we look at employee engagement as actually the first and foremost important element of our value chain when we think about customer experience. So we believe that engaged employees will deliver great customer experiences. Great customer experiences drive loyalty. Loyalty is important to us because we know that loyal customers buy more, stay longer, refer family and friends, and that drives growth for the organization. So the starting point really is around how do you engage employees to want to deliver those great experiences? How do you enable them to deliver those great experiences? How do you help them understand what are the behaviors that they need to exhibit? And how do you encourage them and empower them to make sure that they are making the most of every opportunity they have with the customer? And I think it's really important not to think of just your customer-facing employees, that you need to think about every employee in your organization. And the further removed you are from delivering that end experience to the customer, the harder it is for an employee to make the connection between their work and the employees. So one of the exercises we actually have employees do is write down how many steps removed they are from the customer or how close they are to the customer to start making the connections between their work and the end customer, so that they feel a sense of ownership and a sense of pride in helping to enable that delivery of the great customer experience. So while they might not be talking to customers every day, maybe they create the website that helps that frontline employee deliver that great experience, or maybe they create the website that distributes the product you make. And that's all important when you think of the experience. It's everything within the organization, not just the service side.
How do employers go about engaging employees to make sure they're delivering the best customer experience?
So we engage employees in the whole process in a number of different ways in terms of ensuring that they understand and they can actually contribute to what the experience is. So one of the ways we do that is we do something called customer experience journey mapping, where we actually map out all the steps and all the touch points that a customer might have within a specific experience. And we actually start with employees. We ask employees, well, what is the experience you're delivering today? And what do you think is important to the customer? And then we talk to customers and we say, well, what is the actual experience you're getting and what is important to you? And then we bring the two together and we identify gaps in what we might think is important from our perspective as an employee versus what the customer actually articulates is important.
How do metrics and performance measures need to be aligned to the customer experience?
It's important to think about those operational metrics as well. So for example, if you have a contact center, a very common metric is average call handle time. Well, if you have a customer experience differentiated strategy and it's all about making sure you do what you can for the customer in the moment, that might not be the best metric to have, because that's about getting your customers on and off the phone, whereas first call problem resolution might be a better metric because it's all about solving the need of the customer in the moment. So you want to make sure that your metrics aren't counterintuitive to whatever your customer experience strategy is, because we know that gets measured, gets done, and if your employees are being rewarded for a certain behavior, you might actually be influencing the wrong behavior if you don't have the right metric.
And what about within the HR function? How can HR go about driving the customer experience agenda?
So when we think about customer experience, we think it's going to take the whole organization working together to get it right. And so it's your people, it's your processes, your technology, your products, your distribution, your brand image and reputation. But there's also a lot of things that within human resources and your talent and people strategy that have to be aligned to your customer experience strategy. So if you want to foster a culture of customer experience, you need to be thinking about your people first and foremost, just as we thought about engaged employees. So you need to think about, are you hiring the right employees? Are you recruiting potential employees with the right mindset to be customer experience driven? How are you onboarding and socializing those employees within the organization? Are you reinforcing those messages? And how are you rewarding and recognizing the behavior that is also customer experience driven? And so even within HR, there's a lot to do, and then within the whole organization, there's a lot to do. And so that's why we like to say customer experience is a journey.